Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is today's look. We are doing a little bit of a glam dragon, if you will. Super easy. These spikes right here, I actually made them myself. I just bought some fake nails, press-on nails at CVS, and I painted them gold. And I put some scar putty molding stuff right on my eyebrow, and I stuck them in, so that part was super quick, super easy. So while it looks very intricate, I got you on the easy scale. So if you want to learn how to recreate this look at home, keep on watching. First, we're going to start off by blocking our brows, which I'm going to do that with some glue. Then I'm going to brush them up so that they're flat, nice and flat, and can be covered easily. And next I'm going to go in with my Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation. It's full coverage, so it's perfect for what I want it to do. Next I'm going in with the Born This Way Concealer by Too Faced and doing my highlight on my face. Once I've blended out my concealer, I'm going to just set it with a little bit of powder just so that it stays and it doesn't get shiny. Then I'm following that up with some powdered contour just to give my face a little warmth and definition. Now for the fun stuff. I'm going in with the putty wax to cover my brow. You'll want to take the putty in your hand and warm it up a little bit so that it adheres to your face a little bit easier, and then blend out the edges from there so that it sticks and looks seamless and it doesn't look a little weird. Putty wax is a bit annoying to work with, I'm not gonna lie, just be patient. You can get it, I promise. And here I'm just going in with a little Mirum Fixate serum to help seal it in. So after I have covered my brows with some putty, I'm going to go in with a little bit more putty on top of that to kind of create that extra piece of dragon flesh, if you will, over the eyeball, that where I'm going to stick those talons, spikes, whatever you want to call them, my dragon bling. And again, just adding a little more of that Mirum Fixate serum to seal it all together. Next, I am going to add some foundation on top of my new dragon growth of flesh, whatever you want to call it, and blend it into my skin to have a fresh canvas to start painting on. Next, using my CC Beauty face paint palette, I'm going to start by adding a layer of green face paint to that area, just to kind of give it a bit of a bit of a foundation to start with when I start painting, and it'll help with giving it a little bit more detail as we build this special effect. And I'm bringing the green all the way down the side of my nose just to really make sure that it looks seamless and integrated with my skin. And now I am going in with some green eyeshadow from the Crayon Cases MacBook just to set that cream face paint on there. Then I also realized that I should go in and put a layer of latex, liquid latex over it, just to help the full putty just kind of stick and stay on my skin and not have to keep playing with it. Next, I'm adding a layer of liquid latex to my cheek to start building that area where it looks like my skin is starting to peel off to reveal dragon skin underneath. And once the latex has dried a little bit, I'm going to put a piece of tissue paper there, and we just want to make sure that with each layer that the liquid latex is dry. And the reason for the tissue paper is to add some thickness to that skin. Once that first layer is done, we're going to go back in with a little bit more of liquid latex and repeat this process 3 times. I'm going in one last time with 1 layer of liquid latex, and we're going to let that dry. While that's drying, we're going to continue to build that green on the other side, really making sure we're blending it out, going in each time with the green eyeshadow to set it. We want to make sure that it's blended seamlessly so that it really gives that metamorphosis effect of what's dragon skin versus real skin, to see that transition there. Next, I'm going in with a darker shade blue from the Matte Book palette, and really building up that color on top of the green to give it more detail and dimension. Next, I'm going in with a shimmery green shadow from the Rainbow palette by Violet Voss, to give it a bit of an iridescent look and feel, almost kind of looking like the skin of the dragon's a little bit dewy, if you will. And honestly, I didn't think I was going to do this until the idea came to me while I was painting, and I'm glad that I did. Here I'm going in with an even deeper, darker blue shadow from the Matte Book, to continue building up that color, adding some depth and dimension, and just overall bringing all those colors together. This is kind of a dance, I'm not gonna lie, and playing with color and adding color and blending color here and there until you really get the look of the dragon that you want. Dragons have so many different looks, well, the ones we imagine, right, and the ones we've seen. And so you're gonna play with things and colors and ways of adding dimension to make it look realistic, and you kind of just follow your gut on what it needs. And that's why I ended up going in with more of the face paint in white and blue and layering them on top of each other to give it that reptile, scaly looking detail to the look. And once again, going back in with those two shadows and setting all of that, blending it out a little bit so it's not such harsh lines to be looking at. And here I'm going in with some black face paint, again, to continue to build that dimension and detail on the skin. Just keep playing back and forth with those colors to continue to build the detail and the dimension and depth that you want. If you make a mistake, you could always erase it with makeup remover. Now for the fun part, we're adding our dragon spikes, which are essentially press-on nails that I bought at CVS and painted them gold. And you're just literally sticking them into the putty, which is super simple and quick to do. You want to play with it a little bit to make sure that they're secured, and boom. Now I'm going in with foundation on that latex scab thing that we started and making sure that it's all blended out. And then we're going to break into it and cut it open and start painting our scales inside the cut. Be careful with the scissors and the cutting that you don't get at your cheek, but essentially the layering of tissue was to help prevent any cuts so that you don't go too deep. And just cut this so that it looks like an open wound with skin peeling back. Get creative with it and cut whatever you feel looks best. There's really no method to this madness, just however you want your cut to look. Now on to the painting part, starting off with that green that we started with at the very beginning and getting that all in there, going in and setting it with the green eyeshadow, and then we're going in with the blue, and I'm just doing dabbing motions to kind of start that detail, and then with some white to get that blended in to match the same color blue that I have on the other side of my face, and then going in and doing taps of black and some white to add the scale details. And that's pretty much it. And now we're painting our last eye. We're going in with the e.l.f. putty primer and covering that up, and then we're going in with the Matte Book green that we've been using all this time to set our face and putting that in the crease area. Next, going in with the lighter blue that we used on the other side of our face and blending that into the crease nicely. And after that's blended in, we're going to go in with the deepest blue shadow that we've used and blend that into the crease nicely, making sure that all three colors are well blended in the crease, because guess what? after they are blended, we are going in and we're gonna cut the crease. I like using petroleum jelly to cut the crease just because it gives you a clean cut, you know, and you start all over nice and well, and you can go back in and prime again and add the color that you want nice and clean and don't have to worry about the colors getting all muddied. So here I am cutting the crease, or filling in the cut crease, with Acid Rain blank canvas. Once that's done, I'm adding the gold shimmer from Pat McGrath's Ecstasy palette on my lid, and some on the inner corner of my dragon side to open that up and give it some nice little shimmer and mystical feel. Adding a little blue eyeliner in my waterline, and a dash of highlighter. And then I'm gonna go in with the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Eyeliner and just outlining that cut crease in that gold glitter. Add a little pizzazz. Now last but not least, the lips. I'm lining my lips with the same color liner that I used in my waterline and just filling it in a little bit, and then going in with the same gold shadow that I used on my cut crease and dabbing it here and there. I wanted something a little bit different for lipstick, and I got it. I made it. And here's the final look. Miss Glam Dragon. I would love to see your looks if you recreate it at home. Take risks, take some leaps, try it. No harm done. At the end of the day, we have concealer and makeup remover to fix any mistakes and have fun. If you really enjoyed this tutorial, make sure to hit the like button, leave me a comment, let me know what you think, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And check me out on Instagram at Louisiana.MUA. See you later!